My mom kicked me out when I found her new boyfriend living in my dad's house. Karma hit her hard when she discovered who actually owns it. When I came home from college, I found a complete stranger making coffee in our kitchen like he owned the place. When I first pulled in, I noticed an unfamiliar car parked where Dad used to park his truck. 6 months ago, I lost my dad Richard to a sudden heart attack. It hit our family hard, especially since he was always the picture of health, went to the gym 4 times a week, ate well, never smoked. He was my rock. I figured maybe Mom had a friend over to help with holiday preparations, but when I walked in, there was this guy in basketball shorts and a tank top, drinking from Dad's favorite coffee mug, the one with stupid dad jokes printed on it that I'd given him for Father's Day 3 years ago. He looked comfortable, like he belonged there, which made my stomach turn. My mom came downstairs wearing a silk robe I'd never seen before. She casually introduced the stranger as Alan, her boyfriend who had moved in 2 weeks ago. Just like that, as if she was telling me we got a new coffee maker or something. I stood there frozen, my college duffel bag still on my shoulder, unable to process what was happening. I asked Mom how she could move someone into our home so soon after Dad's death, and you'll never believe what she told me. She got defensive immediately on this, saying she deserved happiness, and that young people like me couldn't understand adult relationships. When I pointed out how disrespectful this was to Dad's memory, especially using his things, she completely lost it. She started screaming about how I was a pathetic mistake who was trying to control her life, and that I should be grateful she even let me come home for breaks. The thing is, looking back, this behavior wasn't totally surprising. My mom has a history of inappropriate conduct that Dad somehow tolerated. When I was in high school, she would flirt with my boyfriends whenever they came over. It started subtly, excessive compliments, finding excuses to touch their arms while talking, or wearing revealing clothes when they visited. Once, when my first serious boyfriend came to pick me up for junior prom, she answered the door in a low-cut top and tiny shorts, then insisted on taking pictures where she posed right next to him. It got so uncomfortable that I stopped bringing anyone home by senior year. Throughout my teenage years, I caught her texting other men multiple times. There was an incident with my math teacher when I was 16. I borrowed her phone to call Dad because mine was dead, and a message popped up from Mr. Peterson saying how much he missed her perfume. Another time, when Dad was on a business trip, I found her giggling over texts from our married neighbor about meeting up for coffee. I showed Dad the messages back then, but he just looked defeated and said that sometimes adults make mistakes and we needed to keep our family together. After the blow-up about Alan, I went upstairs to my room, only to discover it had been transformed into some kind of home office. The walls were painted a different color, my posters were gone, and there was a desk where my bed used to be. All my stuff had been packed into boxes and moved to the garage. The space that held 22 years of my life had been erased in 6 months. That's when Alan tried to play mediator, saying that change is hard, but that I needed to accept that this was my mom's house now, and that they were trying to build a life together. He had the nerve to suggest that maybe I should consider getting my own place after graduation, instead of moving back home. Something in me snapped. I went to the garage, grabbed whatever boxes of my stuff and Dad's belongings I could fit in my car, and drove straight to my grandparents' house. My grandfather James, 75M, and grandmother Marie, 73F, took me in without hesitation. They weren't even surprised by what happened. Over dinner, they revealed they'd been suspicious of Mom's behavior for years. My grandmother told me about an incident from when I was 14. She'd stopped by our house unexpectedly to drop off some garden tools and caught Mom kissing our gardener in the greenhouse. When they confronted Dad about it, he begged them not to tell me, saying he wanted to protect our family and keep me from getting hurt. Mom has been blowing up my phone since I left, but not with apologies. Instead, she's demanding that I return the boxes of Dad's stuff I took. According to her, as his widow, everything in the house belongs to her now. But these aren't valuable items. They're personal things like his old watch that he wore every day, photo albums of our fishing trips, birthday cards he saved from me,